Hey guys, you are witnessing the very first public recording with my brand new Elgato Game Capture HD. I've been waiting for a few days for this thing to arrive. I actually got it a couple days ago, and I have spent the past day and a half or so basically trying to work out all the kinks. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it, but I had to, basically kind of learn a new recording process with it. And I believe at this point I have got it pretty much worked out, and I am doing things quite differently than I do with Bandicam. For one thing, my microphone is actually placed a lot closer to me than usual, so my voice might sound a bit different, hopefully clearer. I always have it kind of tucked behind my monitor for some reason. I think it's so that, people can, I guess so people can hear it, like hear my games better and stuff. If I'm, playing something for them on Skype, and I don't know, it's also the fact that it's, I used to think that, if I brought my mic too close to me, it's like my voice would be really sharp and painful to listen to, but as I've done with a few tests, it turns out, or as I've learned from a few tests, it turns out that's not really the case. And, well, another thing is that the audio of this video has actually not been edited at all. And the way I'm doing this is, basically, I just set the microphone boost on the Elgato, live commentary setting up to 14. And that seems to work very, very well. I'm not sure if it might be just, a little bit too loud. I might turn it down by, 1 or 2. But, so you're probably thinking, well, hey, if I didn't do any editing, then why does the game volume keep lowering? Well, that's another awesome feature of this thing. It actually has a feature which automatically lowers the game volume when you speak, when it's if your voice is above a certain threshold. So I basically set it to max so that it would lower anytime I talk, no matter how loudly or quietly I talk. So for the most part, you should be able to hear me just fine, so there shouldn't really be any audio editing required. Which is actually a good thing, because I am unable to actually edit the audio of these. See, Elgato saves, it saves the game audio and the commentary as one track, and there is an option to save your, commentary track as a separate track, but it does not give that option for the game audio, so I can't save them both and then combine them in Audacity after editing them if I needed to, so yeah, that's not really an option. So it's a really good thing that this method works well, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be able to do this like this. But yeah. And another thing is that, I actually cannot use, I cannot use Movie Maker to edit videos that I make in this thing.
Nice to know.
And that's because it exports in, MP4 format, and my old ancient Movie Maker 6.0 just does not take that. It doesn't recognize that format, so there's nothing I can do with the videos. Yes, I know I'm playing like an idiot. That's because I'm focusing and thinking of what to say, and it kind of distracts from the game. But, yeah, so, I actually am now using a new video editor. It's called VideoPad, and it was recommended to me by someone in the stream when I was streaming Undertale the other day. And I think it was Madman. If that was you, whoever it was, thank you. Because it's actually an amazing piece of software. It allows me to crop videos, and I mean, all that stuff should be standard and commonplace, you'd think, but Movie Maker doesn't allow for even simple stuff like that. It allows me to save at basically any resolution I want, and it lets me crop videos and basically do anything that I would really need to do to edit. It does everything Movie Maker. What the heck? I was stuck. Oh well. But yeah, it's it lets me do anything that I need to do and then some, and it's a great video editor, and I will never be using Movie Maker again.
I've reached the central building and will be...
But yeah.
SOB Team Rescue.
I feel like this might actually make recording and doing edits with Bandicam footage easier too, though. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do from now on is it's like I'm gonna record just like I'm doing right now, and then like when I put the track into Audacity, I'll just boost the voice track by like 14 dB and see if it has basically the same exact effect that this has, or more or less, depending on how this turns out. But yeah. So as you can see though, this thing records great, and this game, I don't know if I said it, but for those of you who don't know what this game is, this is Vanquish. It is pretty much my favorite action game of all time. It's definitely it's without a doubt my favorite third-person shooter of all time. Probably one of my favorite games overall on the Xbox 360 too. Right now I'm trying to think if there was like anything else that I was gonna say.
We're over the bridge.
You know, these little update videos, I never script them. I just kind of go into them and I just sort of, you know, think of like everything that I need to say while I go along with it and all that. So that's why sometimes I end up forgetting to say some things in the videos, because I don't really plan these. But yeah. So I got new video editing software that's better than Movie Maker. Thankfully, the process, you know, the process for making videos with this thing is going to be so much quicker than with Bandicam because, well, you know, the fact that there's not really going to be any audio editing, and the fact that I literally cannot do the type of audio editing that, you know, I do with Bandicam stuff, because I can't get both the game audio and the voice track. But hey, you know, if it works, it works. I don't know, I feel like there might be some way around it though. Like, I don't know, maybe there's a program that I can use to convert a video into like just an audio track, and then maybe if I converted the video into audio and then just used that or rather like basically kind of got the audio from the video, then I guess I could, you know, edit that track. Though the only edits I would even need to do, you know, since it already turns the game down for me automatically, the only edits I would even really need to do is like making sure that, you know, it's not like ear-piercingly sharp in some spots or something.
We're at the transport truck.
And if this continues to work well, like it hopefully is right now, I'm gonna upload it regardless, but, you know, it's like, assuming it works well, I shouldn't even need to do that anyway. But yeah, and this thing can, yeah, by the way, yes, I know I say but yeah a lot. I mean, I know, that's like, it's like a habit. I mean, I say but yeah after like almost every other sentence sometimes, it seems, and it's a habit, so I'm sorry if that annoys anyone, because, you know, it's like, I often do it without even realizing it. It's kind of the same as saying anyway, to me anyway. Well, look, I just did it right there, you know. Oh hey, big robot with a club. Yay, upgrade! Oh. Oh wow. I am doing badly here. This is looking very stupid. But anyway, yes, this thing records basically every system I have. It can record, well, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox One, you know, like original, regular Xbox One. Although it can also record Xbox One and PS4, though I don't have either of those systems, so there'll be nothing recorded on those. Unless I get them someday. Probably will at some point. But, yeah.
We're on target. Preparing to launch.
concludes that mission. But yeah, now that I've got this, the walkthrough and Let's Play capabilities have increased by a tremendous margin. Oh, also, I should note that, I am going to record, my Xbox 360 games in, 720p. This thing can record flawlessly at, like, 1080p, but the thing is, my internet connection is honestly not that good, and, like, full 1080p video, like, you know, the file size is going to be pretty darn big on that, and it'd probably be really difficult to upload. So, I mean, one of these days, if I have, like, a better connection that can handle such tremendous file sizes, then, you know, I'd start recording in 1080p. But honestly, I don't think it matters that much. I mean, until we're, like, you know, 10 years in the future and everyone has, like, a 4K monitor and it's, like, become standard, I don't think 720p video looks that bad at all. And, games recorded on the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox, as well as N64. Those are all the systems I actually own, by the way. But, yeah, any games recorded on those will actually be uploaded in 480p. I'm not going to make those HD, because I actually, for those systems, I use, composite cables, and those are pretty much the lowest of the low. It's like, there's composite, then there's S-video, and then there's component. And from what I've read and from my own experience, I can tell you that S-video looks, like, even S-video looks way better than composite does on an HD TV and on an HD device like this. And unfortunately, the Elgato doesn't have an S-video receiver, though apparently they sell them. They apparently sell them separately, but yeah, it doesn't have an S-video receiver, and I don't have component cables for my PS2 or, you know, anything below Xbox 360. So, those videos, they might look kind of blurry and kind of iffy, and there's really not much that I can do about that. And if I were to, like, you know, stretch them to, like, HD and make them, like, you know, 720p or something, it would just, like, make them, it'd probably just make them even more blurry and just, you know, make the low quality even more obvious. So, yeah. Though even if that weren't the case, though, I would still probably just upload them in 480p. Because, I mean, that's the resolution that they were meant to be viewed in the first place, and, you know, unless it's, like, an actual, like, legit upscaled version, you know, from, like, an HD collection or something like that, it's like, if you just make it HD yourself by increasing the, you know, pixel size or the pixel ratios, it's really not going to look that good. I've learned that from experience, so, yeah. Though I really doubt anyone will care about that. It'll still be completely watchable. Also, I say again, this game is incredible. Like, if you guys like action games and third-person shooters or, you know, anything like that, I can't recommend Vanquish enough. It's such a shame that this game never got a sequel, because unfortunately it ends on quite a big cliffhanger. So it's really disappointing that they never did make a continuation to this, because it really could have used one. This little boss here, he's actually, if you have a rocket launcher, you can pretty much kill it in like 3 or 4 hits, even on God Hard mode. Though he has an attack where he can instantly kill you, though. So it's best to keep your distance from him. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna,
Not what I was after, but
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go on with this video. Maybe until I beat this guy. I don't know. But yeah, you guys can expect a whole lot of really, really awesome things from this point on. Because there are so many games that I want to share. Oh, I just got insta-killed. Well, you know what? Well, what? Nah, you know what? After that, I have to beat this thing. But But yeah, there are so many games that I've been wanting to share with you guys and play that, I have never been able to because I have lacked a capture card for a long time. I mean, I have a really old... Oh. Well, okay, I'm just doing terribly here. Like, I have a really old Dazzle system, like a Dazzle capture card, but one of the audio inputs doesn't really work right on it all the time, and plus, it's a standard definition capture device. It does not capture HD that well. Plus, I'm pretty sure it doesn't even work on Windows 8, so... Also, I don't even have the installation CD for it anymore. I don't even know where it is. So honestly, it's pretty much useless, but yeah. If you want an example of how it captures HD footage, just go look at my old Dead Space Let's Play from near the beginning of this channel. That'll give you a good idea of that. Speaking of Dead Space, I will be re-Let's Playing that. Because, I can confess that, the quality of that Let's Play was pretty low. The video quality, and I know, it wasn't really the best, so... I had always planned to replay that when I got an actual HD capture card. Also, what am I even doing? I am playing like such an idiot. Yeah, I had always intended to replay that game whenever I, got an HD capture card that could actually capture the footage in good quality, so I'll probably do that sometime. I don't know how soon. Halloween's coming up, so... maybe sometime soonish. I do have a free LP slot open, although a certain someone is expecting me to do a certain I Want to Be the Guy fan game that stars Okay, I'm just going to take that as a sign that this boss does not like Boshi. This boss probably doesn't like it. I Want to Be the Boshi any more than I do. But, well, you know what? I'm just going to make that the end of the video. I think that's good enough. And, yeah, that's what I've been up to for the past couple days. So, whoa, I almost forgot. Oh, there's one more thing. It's not related to this, actually. I wanted to just tell you guys that I've already recorded the next couple episodes of Bulletstorm. So, yeah. There I go again. But, yeah, sorry you guys have been waiting a while for that. Same for Jumper 2. And I'll definitely be working on both Bonesaw and Jumper 2 in the near future, because I really do need to get more progress on those and honestly get them done. I really need to stop putting certain Let's Plays off for so long. It's like, I take all these Let's Plays onto myself. It's like I start doing 3, 4, 5 at once, and then it's like I tend to focus on one, but, it's like the other ones just basically get left behind and forgotten for a long period of time, and I figure if I'm going to do all these at once, I need to at least keep a balance with them and, try to keep a steady number of videos coming out for each. Just kind of, I guess, rotate between them. I don't know. But yeah, I will definitely be continuing Jumper 2 and Bulletstorm very soon. Well, I've already continued Bulletstorm. I'm about to finish up edits on Part 4. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the news I have to share with you guys. So, very first public video recorded with a new capture card. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Whatever comes. Well, hey, yeah, Bulletstorm's coming next.